Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Escondido, California, where today it was in the 70s. We actually got above the 70s, and I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, maybe longer before we got above the 70s. But anyway, it was a gorgeous day today. We had windows open, we had doors open. It was beautiful. We had the extractor fans on as well, the ceiling fans, trying to make sure it didn't get too hot in here, so it was good. So last night I sat and watched the Christmas Chronicles starring Kurt Russell. I had not seen it before. Don't remember what year. Let's see if I can quickly find out what year it came out. What year did that come out? I think it was like 2018. I think. Yeah, 2018. And it's a story of these two kids who had lost their dad, and they make this plan to try and capture Santa Claus on video camera, and then this whole adventure unfolds. And I have to tell you, this one has the cutest elves, Santa elves, in a lot of the movies that I've seen. Yes, they were computer generated, but that's okay. They were cute. They kind of remind me of Gizmo from the Gremlins. They were just cute. They kind of look like Gizmo, but with longer ears. But they were cute little guys. And funnily enough, I kind of understood some of what they were saying. But what was interesting in this movie is that they use, of course, Kurt Russell's been in the movie industry for a lot of years, and there was a lot of connections to his family in this movie. So the guy that played the father of the two kids who had passed away was actually Goldie Hawn's son from her first marriage. So Oliver Hudson. So he played the dad in this, that we get to see at the beginning of the movie. Then there was a lot of his grandkids' names were mentioned on the Santa list and all of that sort of one. And there was one scene where you see a kid in a video requesting a snowboard, and it was actually Kurt Russell's grandson, Bing something or other. And later on, you see him delivering the snowboard to Bing. So that was kind of cute. I thought it was kind of cute how he had all these family connections in there and that sort of thing as well, and grandkids and stepchildren and all that sort of stuff. It was really cute. And there was one part in the movie where I did need some tissues because it cut a little close to home, and so yeah, I did need tissues at one point. But I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was a really good movie, very different. You didn't have the jolly fat Santa. You had the although his costume kind of made him look a little on the big side. But then when you think about Kurt Russell's build, the costume was kind of padded out a little bit, but it wasn't a typical, as he calls it, and he refused to do the ho-ho-hos. But every time they showed a picture of Santa, the big Santa, he's like, why do they, he says billboards, they will add, there's one line where he sees the billboard up there with the big picture of Santa that we normally associate with Father Christmas and stuff. And he goes, billboards, they add 80 pounds every time. Well, that was kind of cute. A cute line in there. But it was a very cute movie. Kind of enjoyed it. It was one of those like nice Christmas adventure type movies where these two kids who are struggling with Christmas this year because it's the first one without their dad, to try and make it a happy Christmas and stuff. And their mum has to go back to work on Christmas Eve, and so the kids go and end up having this great adventure, which is just amazing what they get to do, and who they get to meet, and how how Santa Claus delivers the presents, and that's delivers the gifts, and how he does that, and how his sack stays the same size the whole time. It's kind of interesting how they interpreted that and got that done. And there was a really cool scene where he's in jail, and they have this really cool. It's cool. You got to go watch it. I loved it. I'm not going to do too many spoilers. And then today we so today we had windows open, and I was in the bedroom, and I was opening up the windows on either side of the bed, and it's at the head of the bed. And so of course Zeffie doesn't let me out of her sight, so she saw me go into the bedroom, and I'm sitting on the bed on the far side opening up the window, and the next thing I feel these paws on my back. like giving me like a little patting massage thing going. I was like, oh, that feels really good. And then she said, like, I'm here, let's play. And I turn around and she gets down into her play position, like, I'm ready to play. And I said, like, yeah, in a minute, I got to open up the windows. And I'd opened up the other window already. So I kind of just rolled over onto the bed and just laid down. And then she kind of lays there and she's sort of like, oh, it's a window here. And she just lays down there and she just watches out the window and doesn't move. She's just watching intent. I don't know what she was looking at. There was something out there keeping her attraction, but she was watching that. And I was kind of thankful there was a lot happening outside today, because my calendar was like full of conferences, connections, phone calls. It was an insane day. In fact, my voice is feeling a little hoarse tonight. So after this, I'm going to go have some lemon and ginger tea and get that all sorted out, because tomorrow I have an insane day on the phones. We had a really good walk this morning, so that was kind of cool. And then so she's now discovered that if she lays on the bed, she can watch out the window. And so she was watching the neighbor's place, and then later on I went in and she's laying on the bed and she's watching out the back window, out the back. And I was like, what on earth is she looking at? And then later on I figured out what it was. It's the rabbits. She was watching the rabbits. And we've got a lot of rabbits around here lately. I mean, every time we go out for a walk, I see at least 2 to 3 rabbits every time. But tonight she was there over at the front door, and we had the door open with the screen closed, and she's got her butt down on the top step, and then the next step down, and she's standing on her feet, and her nose is right up against the screen. I'm like, what is she looking at so intently? So I go and sit down in my recliner that's there and swing it around so I can see what she's looking at. And there were a couple of rabbits out there, and she was watching them bounce along and come along, and they actually came right in front of her on the garden area there, and she was just watching them. She was transfixed. She didn't try to go after them. She just sat there and watched them. And so it was kind of cool to see that. And then this morning, again, it was a cold morning, so I jumped out of bed, because I think my first call was at 8:30 this morning. So I jumped out of bed, went and turned the heater, like around 6 o'clock, went and turned the heater on, let her out of her crate, and went and raced back to bed for a bit. And figured I'll let the RV warm up a little bit and then I'll get up. And so I get her back into bed. She comes on my right side. Now, I normally get out of bed on the right side, but she decides that she's going to stay on that side today. Normally she's on my left side. So she sat on the right side, and it came time to get out of bed, and she was not going to move. She was just sprawled out there, out to it, wasn't going to move. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get out of the other side of the bed today. And then I thought, oh, is that considered the wrong side of the bed when you get out on the other side of the bed? And I thought, nope, it's not going to be the wrong side of the bed today. Today it is going to be the abundant side of the bed. So I'm going to get out of this side of the bed, on the left-hand side of the bed today, on the side, I'm going to get out to my left, because I normally get out to my right, so I'm going to get out to my left, and it is going to be an abundant day today. So that was my mindset when I got out of bed, except the RV's kind of tilted a little towards the front. I've done the best to level it as I can, but it's kind of tilted a little towards the front. So when I rolled over to get out on the abundant side of the bed, it was like rolling uphill. So like, oh crap, I forgot about that. But I managed to get out, and I thought, okay, we got out on the abundant side of bed today. It is going to be an awesome day. And it was a really cool day. I made some great connections. Got to talk to some amazing people. And so it's been an awesome day. So I don't know if there is a wrong side of the bed. I think you have the right side and the abundant side. Take your pick. You win either way. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it until somebody proves me otherwise. But it's going to have to be concrete proof that there's not a right side and an abundant side. I'm calling it a win-win with the right side and the abundant side. That's how I'm looking at it, and that's what I'm thinking. And if you don't like it, tough. That's my choice. So anyway, that's it from me. I'm going to go watch another Christmas movie. I have no idea what I'm going to watch tonight. I have a whole bunch in my list on Netflix, and I've got a whole bunch of DVDs as well. So, but National Lampoon is still, Christmas Vacation is still keyed up for Saturday, but Saturday requires a special preparation to sit and watch. And I have a standard snack list that I do when I watch this. I have a standard drink list that I have when I watch this. I'm going to kind of tweak it a little bit to make it a little healthier, so there's not so much sugar and carbs in there, but we'll see. It's only once a year I watch this movie, and it's only one time a year. But then I just had a whole bunch of carbs on my birthday the other day, and I'm trying to be good with watching my carbs and stuff, because I don't like waking up with sugar hangovers the next morning. They're not nice. Don't like sugar hangovers in the morning. So there might be some tweaking involved, but we shall see. But there's going to be food prep taken care of. There's going to be drink prep taken care of, and it's going to be, we have the dog walked, so we can sit down and watch it in one sitting. Because most of the time when I watch a movie, I stop it at some point to just to have a break, get up, walk around, that sort of stuff. I don't do that in movies though. In the movie theaters, I don't get up and walk around. It's just when I'm at home, I have the DVDs or I have the Netflix and I have the option to pause. So I take advantage of those options at times. And sometimes you just need to get up and walk around. Sometimes it's to go get snack food because I don't like snacking when I have watched movies, but National Lampoon, you kind of gotta. Eggnog, that's the other one. I've got to figure out how to do a sugar-free eggnog. I got plenty of time. I have a day and a bit, and I got a full day tomorrow. You shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go watch a movie. I have no idea what I'm watching tonight. You'll find out tomorrow, and I'll tell you all about it. So last night's movie was 2018's Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. Awesome movie. It was a great Christmas movie. Loved it. First time seeing it and absolutely loved it. So tonight, I might go watch one I haven't seen before as well. I have a whole bunch in my thing. So I'm going to go maybe randomly pick one of those. But anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Oh, lots of comments. Let's see. Love it. Oh, I love the little bunny rabbit icons. All right. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow, and I'll let you know what movie I watch tonight. Or I may even just go sit and read. That thought just popped into my head. Anyway, have a great evening. He konera.